Wish I was able to keep my eyes open here for. I just woke up, but I gotta make some videos. I gotta probably make like 4 videos and watch The Golden Child by like 2 o'clock so I can play some Far Cry. But um, yeah, we're here with Breaking Bad. We're here with the season finale of season 4. We're here, episode 13, Face Off. I'm really excited to talk about this. Easily one of the best episodes in the series. Again, this is not spoiler free. We will be going through the plot. So if you haven't seen the show, please, please, please do not go through the trouble of watching this before you've seen the show and you've seen the episode. If you want to, watch the episodes along with me and then come back for the reviews. That's probably going to be the best experience. I need to turn this off. You might not be able to see my face as well, but dude, my eyes are burning right now. I just woke up, so sorry. Walter White removes the bomb from Gus's car and asks Jesse Pinkman if he knows of a place Gus frequents that does not have security cameras. There's like only one place, and Jesse's gonna figure it out very soon. But yeah, the failed bomb attempt from episode 12. You know, when Gus knows something fishy's going on and he walks away from the car. This is kind of the aftermath of that. Walt's like, man, I got to get this bomb off of his car and move it somewhere else so it's a believable place and he won't expect it. Before Jesse can think of one, he is approached by 2 detectives concerned about his knowledge of ricin, who interrogate him. So Jesse almost, guys, think about it. Jesse almost gets busted for poisoning Brock with ricin and having knowledge of ricin. It's a very rare poison that only like the masterminds, Walter White, would be using. So they're very concerned. They're like, oh my god, this guy knows about ricin. What the hell? He's a very dangerous individual if he knows about that. So yeah, that's kind of their whole thing. When Saul Goodman arrives as Jesse's lawyer, Jesse tells him of a potential location that Gus goes to that is not well guarded at all. Hector Salamanca's retirement home, the Casa Tranquila. So we've seen frequently on the show as of late, you know, Gus Fring going and visiting Hector Salamanca at the Casa Tranquila. That's where it goes down in this episode, by the way. That's where this so-called face-off happens, and we will get to that here in a little bit. Walt visits Hector and offers him an opportunity to kill Gus. So he kind of proposes a plan. He's like, look, I know you hate me. I know you hate my guts, but you hate Gus even more. He killed your family off. He was the mastermind behind killing the cartel and everyone you loved and cared about. So, are you with me? We both hate this guy. So, Hector asks to speak with the DEA, but rather than disclosing anything, simply insults them by spelling out, suck my FUC on a letterboard. So he's fucking trolling. Hector Salamanca's trolling. Hector's a funny guy. He's a funny character, honestly. Like, I know it's not funny to like make fun of him or anything, but I'm just like sitting there like I don't know why. It's just so fucking it's just so amusing to me. It's just so funny. I don't have any sympathy for Hector Salamanca. I mean, he kind of helped Tuco almost kill Jesse and Walter. And now that we know what he did to Gus, I'm on Gus's side. I'd rather Gus win than Hector. But yeah. However, Gus believes Hector is going to the DEA and tells them about his true identity and visits Hector to kill him, as Walt anticipated. So pretty much what Walt was trying to do. You know, Hector's like, give me the DEA. So Walt's like, oh my god, he's going to the DEA. I can't believe that Gus didn't get he didn't get the suspicion that fucking Walter was behind this, because Walter's actually connected to the DEA with his brother-in-law. I guess former DEA agent. I don't know what Hank is anymore. But with Hector going to the DEA, there's only one other guy that's goes to the DEA that once Gus killed him. That's fucking Walter. So I don't know. I thought he would have got that suspicion. Guess not. That was his demise. One little mistake from Gus and he was killed, because Walter White is just such a smart guy. This is a game of chess. This is one of the greatest villain hero battle I've ever fucking seen. Tyrus Kit inspects Hector's retirement home room for any traps, but finds absolutely nothing. I don't know. I don't remember. Did Walter plant the bomb before Tyrus got there? Gus enters a room and berates him for supposedly being a coward. He's like, I can't believe you've done this. You're going to the DEA. A true man doesn't go to the DEA. You're ratting us out, you know? Hector looks at Gus for the first time in years with a helpless expression, and Gus is shocked. Hector's like, dude, I can't really say anything to you, but we're both gonna fucking die here in a little bit. Yeah, Gus is really shocked because they haven't seen eye to eye literally in fucking years, you know? Hector's people have been getting killed off by Gus, and finally they're looking at each other because they're kind of in the same helpless boat. Gus doesn't know what's coming, but oh my god, it's fucking crazy. However, Hector then breaks out into a rage, smiling and repeatedly ringing his bell, detonating the bomb underneath his wheelchair. So yes, the bomb detonates. This is the first time I've ever heard Gus scream in my life. Oh man, Hector went out like kind of a badass. I definitely give Hector some credit. The way he went out, I really like his character, and him just like smiling evilly. He's like, I am one of Walt's henchmen. Gus walks out of the room with his face half blown off, which is where you see all these like action figures and stuff. I mean, I kind of got this spoiled because I was looking on the internet and I saw some Gus Fring action figures with like his face half blown off. I was like, oh my god, something's gonna happen to Gus. And I knew it was gonna be the end of this season because, you know, Walt has been planning to do stuff to Gus for so long, and finally something happens, you know. Fatally collapsing with a sudden, regretful look on his face. We don't know if Gus is dead. I don't think Gus has been confirmed dead. I was talking about this with my dad because that's who really watches these shows with me. I'm like, is Gus really dead? I don't know. You can't really tell. He could come back to life. Knowing his villain arc, knowing how much time they spent making this guy the best villain by far in the series. You know, obviously there's Tuco, there's the Salamanca twins. No one's going to get better than Gus Fring. I mean, there was like Emilio, Crazy 8, those guys in the beginning. Those guys were nothing compared to Gus. Walt hears the news of the explosion on the radio and is relieved. He's like, oh my god, the bomb happened, let's go. Jesse is released from police custody but is forced to cook meth at the lab at gunpoint. I don't know if they know if Gus is dead or not. Walt heads to the lab, kills Gus's 2 henchmen stationed there, and frees Jesse. So obviously Tyrus already died in the explosion, so he has some backup henchmen at the lab. And one thing I wondered after this episode, where the hell is Mike? Is Mike still away in Mexico? Because what I'm predicting is Mike is gonna be the villain. He's gonna be the villain for season 5. That's my big prediction, and I think I'm gonna be right on this. Knowing that Hank Schrader is closing in on the lab, Walt and Jesse burned down. They're like, oh my god, we're done fucking doing this. But I think Mike Ehrmantraut is coming back for revenge. It's not all the way over for him. Later, Jesse tells Walt that Brock Cantios will live and that he was poisoned by Lily of the Valley berries, which children sometimes eat because of their sweet taste. It's like a poisonous berry. It's not really that fatal, but obviously if you don't get medical attention, it could end up really, really bad. So... although Jesse questions killing Gus, since Gus never poisoned Brock after all, Walt assures Jesse that it had to be done. Like, are you kidding me? They did not end up killing Gus because of some fucking poisonous berries. Let me tell you that right now. It was not because of poisonous berries. Like, he tried to kill you guys for Christ's sake. Come on, Jesse. Like, don't have any remorse for this Jesse guy. He is the villain. He needed to be killed off. I obviously didn't want him to be killed off because I wanted the feud to continue, but I think Mike Ehrmantraut's picking up the scraps when he returns from Mexico. That's my prediction. And they still might have some henchmen back at the lab. You never know. Walt calls Skyler, who along with the rest of the family still under lockdown, is learning of the explosion from the news. So they're like, oh my god, the Gus Fring got fucking exploded. Skyler asks Walt if he had caused the explosion and what happened, to simply replies, I won. So Skyler knows he did the explosion. Walt had to tell her because he's like, I'm the fucking hero here. I fucking blew this bitch up. There's a reason for it. We're not going to tell the news about it, but yeah. The episode ends with a shot of of a lily of the valley plant in Walt's backyard, revealing that it was indeed Walt who poisoned Brock. My God, what a crazy twist at the end. Just when you thought the action was over, there's this shot in the oh my God. Woo-hoo. No, we don't know if Walter like directly gave a lily of the valley berry, but oh my God, I can't believe Walt did that. I can't believe Walt had something to do with it. That is crazy. This episode got crazier and crazier as you were kind of watching it. Holy shit, it was so good. Vince Gilligan got all the credit for directing and writing this episode. Unanimous praise. Like a 9.5 out of 10. Perfect blend of Breaking Bad. Fantastic from beginning to end. It's damn near perfect. It's the best show on television, and this is one of the reasons why. Probably about an A. It's stunning, morally searing, and explosive, with a few holy crap moments for the ages. The episode did a lot of things right, course-correcting most worries, and giving viewers not only an action-packed, satisfying episode, but putting the show on the path to finish in a nearly perfect, dramatic state. Let me see where the Ringer put this episode. 1 second. Sorry, guys. What did they say was the best episode of this series? Sorry. Oh, they said it was the top 3. Okay. They say the best episode is still to come in season 5, so that's very interesting. But anyways, that's gonna do it. We gotta talk about The Boys. Then I have 2 very